Hey guys, it is Obon Holidays here in Japan, which means it is time to head home and clean the family tomb, so do some praying for the ancestors and just have general family time. So we are back here in my husband's hometown of Shibata for the weekend. I thought I'd give you guys a look around. So Shibata is a small city in the prefecture of Niigata, which is about 2 hours northwest of Tokyo on the Shinkansen, or the bullet train. Real easy to get to. Behind me is the gate to Shibata Castle, which is a really nice castle. I mean, it's quite small. It's kind of your typical kind of rural castle. But when the samurai wars were happening and the new government were trying to overthrow the samurai, there was fierce fighting all around this area, especially in places like Aizu Wakamatsu, which has a great, huge, big castle if you get a chance to see that. But there'd been really bloody battles all around, and so when the armies marched on Shibata, the samurai that lived here decided not to fight. He wanted to spare the people of this area, and so he opened the gates and let them in. And since then, Shibata has a reputation of being cowards. This guy behind me was a samurai from Shibata, and he is one of the 47 ronin, or masterless samurai, that avenged their master's murder before killing themselves, which was made famous in the Keanu Reeves movie. Him, from Shibata. So even though it's really small, Shibata does technically have its own army, which is right next to the castle. So it's still kind of a fortified place. But part of the surrender agreement after World War II was that Japan was not allowed to have an army. So technically this is a self-defense force, which is only allowed to go into battle if they are directly attacked by an enemy. But look, they've got a helicopter. Behind me here is Suwa Jinja, and in this garage, shall we call it, are the omikoshi that they use during the Shibata Matsuri, which is one of the very few, I don't know if you can see in there, no, which is one of the few fighting festivals in Japan where these come out, they get taken around each neighborhood, and then they all have to come back up the main street, and when the mikoshi meet each other on the main street, they all fight to see who gets to enter the temple first and thus has the best luck for the year. So Niigata Prefecture is famous for its rice, best rice in Japan from Niigata, and so it's also known for its sake, and right across the road from Suwa Jinja is a sake brewery. Okay, so the sake brewery here recently got a bit of a facelift and has been redone, and now has a really nice little cafe, a little shop that sells loads of local produce and obviously lots of different types of sake from here, and it has these cute little food trucks all around too that you can see behind me. Also at holiday times they have a rickshaw here, and you can do a rickshaw ride all around Shibata, and it has, as you can see my kids eating, ice cream, where you can get sake ice cream as well. You can also get a sake highball over there. Yum. has a sake vending machine. Because Shibata is much more countryside, they have a lot bigger gardens, and so the garden centres are a lot bigger. So this is me at the local garden centre, and I'm really surprised by some of the things they're growing. These are the lavender China aster I was trying to grow, and behind them, Lysianthus, that I've never seen before in a garden centre in Japan. Here we have Orangium, and then in front of that, Snapdragon, which are not looking very healthy, and then Achillea. After me spending so long not being able to get mine to germinate, they're selling Achillea, and it's all looking pretty sad, to be honest. There's more of it down here. They have lots of Rudbeckia going, and there's more Rudbeckia over here, and some Salvia. And this man is sensibly putting up shade cloth to try and stop everything dying. I need him to come to my allotment. Echinacea, Cosmos, Gomfrina, and Salvia. The fact that their stuff is all looking a bit dry and crispy makes me feel a lot better. Maybe I'm not doing so terribly in my garden. You get one?